What's up everyone, my name is Kel and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. Alright, so in the last episode, we did some stuff, killed some dragons, killed Dragon Slayer, all good stuff. Off screen I went and farmed just a little bit to buy the Fragrant Branch of Yore from Malentia. So we could just, get this over with now so we don't have to backtrack here in the future. So yeah, let's just do this bit now. Hello, Basilisk. I love our katana. I used the Uchi katana and the washing pole quite a bit in Dark Souls, but I never really used them in Dark Souls 2. Yeah, I like them. They're cool. Yeah, so, I was trying to find something to play in my spare time, and I really wanted to play Dark Souls 2 for some reason. Like, I just had the itch to get back to it. Here we have a new type of enemy. Since we're gonna rest at the bonfire after this, might as well top ourselves off. This is like a Mastodon Knight, I think they're called. Something like that. In the original Dark Souls 2, you didn't fight these guys till much later in the game. Oop. And the reason you want to come over here, it will be made apparent shortly. This door, you cannot get through this door. And if in case you're worrying, if you're like, oh, everyone uses the Alva set, don't worry. I plan to change my armor many times throughout this playthrough. Is it a mimic? And we got the Knight set. So that's pretty sweet. And over here is the real reason you come over here. Another Estus Flash Shard, which is excellent. So, I'll toss on the Knight set. It's the classic Knight set from the original Dark Souls. It's, very heavy. Ugh, fat roll. I think I was using, let's see, Alva, and I think I was using the Elite Knight pants and then Hunter hat. Yep. Looks good. Yeah, well, we'll stick with this for now. There's a set that is a rare drop from the enemies up here that I want to use, and if I don't, if we don't get it in this little playthrough or the one after this, however long it takes to clear No Man's Wharf, then I'll probably just farm it off screen. Hopefully it'll drop before the enemies despawn. Oh, that's another thing about this game. First of all, we're gonna go use our shard. But in Dark Souls 2, as opposed to Bloodborne, Demon Souls, or Dark Souls, your the enemies will despawn after you kill them a certain number of times, and I believe the number of times is like 10 or it's like 10 to 15, something like that, which I think is lame. But
is that a shard?
That's no matter.
Here to seal. However.
Yes. Upgrade our shit. Thank you. No. Okay. And we don't have anything to burn, right? Nope. Okay. Back to No Man's Wharf. So I know a lot of people really don't like No Man's Wharf. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad at all, actually. Even on the Skull of the First Sin, it's not that bad. As long as you pay attention, you should be fine. Also, it's kind of cool. It's like a fucking pirate cove. One-Eyed Willie's treasure. You can see this guy who's totally just pretending. And you know what I should do? I'm gonna go back and I'm going to get a torch. So we can light our way. why not? Oh, also, if you couldn't tell, like I said at the end of the last episode, I did put it into offline mode. Basically, what I did is I went to my PS4 and just said, "Do not connect to the internet." And yeah, just so we don't have like blood stains and messages everywhere cluttering up all the shit. I should have done that sooner, but it's no matter. Oh. Here we have a new type of enemy. He's like he's called a Varangian, something like that. Now that we have at least one torch lit, we can swap to our shield, and then we can, use that other torch, or the sconce, whatever the fuck it's called, to light our torch again. So this area has changed quite a bit from, well, not quite a bit, but a lot of it has changed from Dark Souls 2. Like, Lucatiel is in a different spot, Gavlan is in a different spot. Let's get a torch. This part right here is probably the first part where people die at here. You're just running in the dark, and you run down, you fall and you die. Classic Dark Souls. Go get our soul of a proud knight. Continue to light our way. So I'm gonna bum rush this guy. I think some dudes are gonna appear behind me. That bit breaks off. Huh? Any dudes? Oh, no dudes. We're all good. Oh, here we go. Get wrecked. Let's see. Yeah, that's about all I have to say about the area. I mean, it's not too bad. Some dudes are in different spots. Some dudes are in the same spot. Like the sorcery guy's in the same spot. I don't remember his name. Mostly because he's not super interesting or useful. At least Gavlan wheels and deals. Sorcery guy just hates you unless you're smart enough to talk to him. What I mean by that is you need a certain intelligence. This guy's gonna get up when I light the torch, but I don't care. Whoop. We've upgraded our weapon like enough so that you know the dudes here, they pose almost no threat. There are some tougher dudes a bit later, and you'll see what I mean. And those are the ones that I'm going to farm for the armor that I want. Ah, why did I try to parry? I stuck. So this is a new type of enemy. Oh shit! I didn't see that coming. All right, that was a little close. He like ganked me when I was trying to talk about this guy. So these are like like hollowed dudes, and some of them are giant pains in the ass. They'll like belly flop and make little explosions. Some of them that are like on fire. That guy wasn't on fire, he was just holding a torch. But some of them that are like actually on fire will explode when they belly flop. Some of them will petrify you, so like literally turn you into stone. So yeah, gotta watch out for that shit. They appear much in much higher frequency later in the game. In fact, I don't think that guy was there originally. I believe we should have some Doogie Housers. Or Doogie Schnauzers. There we go. And you're welcome for the amazing puns that are like don't have anything to do with anything. So that's what I'm all about. Oh, hey, what's up, Lucatiel? I'll talk to Lucatiel in a moment. We already met her once in the Lost Bastille. Dumbass doesn't even see the light from the torch sneaking up behind him. Oop. Easy peasy. Some of these things like that's full of oil, and as you would guess, if you get hit by a fire attack while you're doused in oil, you will explode. Like, you will explode, and it will suck because it'll hurt. A lot of these buildings right here are kind of pointless. Oh, this dude's gonna chuck oil at us. So yeah, that dude's chucking oil at us, and the dude behind him is shooting fire arrows. Little nasty combo. Ah, crap. I didn't think the fire arrow would get to me. You don't really have to snipe these guys like I'm doing. I mean, I can hardly see them on my TV. I mean, we've got a big, nice 70-something inch television. But it's like darker than, like when I use my Elgato software, it like darkens the screen for some reason. I don't know. I mean, it looks cool. Looks like crisp and stuff, but I think it's much lighter in the recorded video. So you probably saw him pretty easily. Anyway, sub Lucatiel.
I thought that might be you. You haven't changed a bit, have you? The longer I am here, the more madness I discover. A wretched place indeed, but not without traces of its former glory. What could have caused such degradation? Ah, yes. I have not thanked you for humoring me the other day. This is for you.
Well, thank you. I mean, after all, we are members of the Pointy Hat Alliance.
Of course, I've no idea what it is.
You just gave me something you don't even know what it is? What if it was like feces?
Our land of Mirror is surrounded by enemies and constantly
Monster
fought.
feces.
There is only one way up in Mirror. Join the Order and prove yourself in battle. My family had little fortune and no name. I had to carve out a piece of the world for myself. With two things. My sword and my loyalty to my lord.
Alright.
I was raised to wield a sword from birth. Life was hard, but I never gave it a second thought. I had swift success on the battlefield and quickly attained respectable stature. And then I came here to...
You came here to what? You came here to what? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make this interesting. If you've never seen it before, I suppose it's fairly interesting.
Have you heard of the Undead? These poor souls affected by the curse. An Undead
Nope.
gradually
Never heard of Undead.
humanity until his wits degrade completely. Finally, he turns hollow and preys upon others. And a hollow can never be human again. One can skirt this wicked fate only with the help of the souls found here. Assuming, of course, that the legends are true. I can only hope that they are.
She took off her mask. There's a good angle at Lucatiel's face. So you can see like half of her is starting to, turn black, which means she's begun to hollow.
I'm sorry. To burden you with talk of my fate. I suppose I've grown weary these days. I'm sorry. I suppose I've...
So if you come here and talk to her here, you can summon her for the boss for this area. And in order to complete her quest, like a lot of the NPC quests, you need to talk to them in their respective areas, and then summon them and have them survive during the boss encounter. And, you know, back in the original Dark Souls 2 patch, this was actually pretty difficult because they didn't have a whole lot of health, and they would get fucking wrecked by the bosses. I actually have a pretty good story. I was... Like, I got so many messages on Xbox Live and the original Dark Souls 2 because I would, oh, here we have another monster. Pretty gnarly looking one, actually. Radiant Life Gem, boo. I forgot we should go down here first. Anyway. I was, for a boss called the Smelter Demon, I was using a full int, like, sorceries build, and I was just helping people keep Lucatiel alive for the Smelter Demon fight, because that was one of the ones that, you know, is required to complete her quest. And you need to, you know, if you're going to get all the trophies, you need to complete her quest. So, or achievements, whatever. Anyway, I had many messages of like, you are a god, because I used, back then, it was pretty OP. It was a spell called Soul Geyser that kind of like shotgunned out, like a very, whoop, you know, less talk, more concentration. It like shotgunned out like really powerful, you know, beams, and anyway, what I would do is I'd just get right up to the Smelter Demon's face and then just kind of use that, and it would like wreck him. It would wreck him so fucking hard. It has since been nerfed. A lot of the old really good sorceries have been nerfed. And drop down right here. Get this. We get 3 small, smooth, and silky stones. Those are going to be fairly useful. And another soul. Let's just use this. Pop that off. Yeah, I should be using like the monastery charms and shit that I never use anyway. Taking a lot of damage here from so if you put a Pharos Lockstone in this, it'll cause that brazier thing up there to light and like catch fire and light, and it'll light the entire area up, which is relevant because some of the later enemies, I already ran into one of them with the big arm things, they are afraid of fire. Trying to find like a place to use my torch. Oh well. My weapon's getting pretty damaged too. Might have to swap to an alternate weapon at some point. Whoop. Whoop. I still got the Bloodborne mentality where you can just go in and wail on him, and then your stamina will, you know, regain pretty quickly. Back here we have a pretty, more guys, pretty cool armor set. If you played the original Dark Souls, you'll recognize this. It is the Brigand set. That's the Bandit Axe. It's a pretty cool set. I can equip it real quick. Do Brigand. Whoops. Brigand. Yeah, so if you played Dark Souls 1, you would recognize this set. It's kind of cool. I like the do-rag hat thing. I'll probably be using it later for a, you know, setup that I have in mind. We wanted the Elite Knight, and We want our pointy hat. I don't think we can equip. Nope. 72, 71, 71. Yeah. We'll just go with this. Make our way up stairs. Oh, I remember there being dudes. The one thing about like katana-based weapons is, oh, here we go. Oh, this is the guy I sniped before. Is I think they're, ooh, got a Varangian armor. That's cool. Hey, look, through there you can see another NPC. That is Gavlin. Anyway, I think the katana weapons like degrade much faster than normal. Anyway, the reason I cleared up this area is so we can use the shortcut later without having to, you know, dick around with enemies. Let's, you know what? I think I'm going to put some things over here. Let's use this monastery charm to do heals. And let's do some repair powder. How much did that heal? Ooh, almost full. Great. And we want fire. Yes, yes, we want fire. Yeah, I mean, I've played this game see if they're afraid of it. I've played this game like so many times, but I find myself still wanting to go back and play it. And after the last session that I had, yeah, I just wanted to play more Dark Souls 2. I know people don't like it, think it's the worst of the series, and I think I said before, I think it's my least favorite, but it's still a fucking awesome game. Emit Force and a large soul of a lost undead. I think it's funny that the Emit Force is right here on the ledge. It's a spell that lets you easily knock dudes back. So you could like knock them off like edges. And right here, I always felt that they meant to put like a bonfire here. Like, doesn't it look like a bonfire area? Because there's actually nothing right there. Yeah. Don't know what was up with that. So this area is going to be a little interesting. There's going to be a lot of those arm dudes. Whoop. I love how that piece was just stuck on. Okay, he's going to frenzy. When they frenzy, they are no longer afraid of the fire. In fact, I think some of these might not even be afraid of the fire to begin with. Ooh, bleeding, not good. Let's run. Come back up here. Oh crap. At least our poise is good enough. We didn't get knocked off balance. That looks like another one came out. You can see him like skittering in the distance. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I'm talking to you. So what bleeding does in this game is it reduces your maximum stamina. Ooh, heavy boots. The heavy set, or that... It's not the heavy set, but that's the set we're going for. These are the enemies that drop them, and yeah, we want the chest armor at the very least. You know what? Nah, it's not worth it. I was gonna use a rusted coin to increase our drop chance, but it's not worth it at this point. Because I think most of them are dead. So in here, this is where Gavlin used to be, right here. And over here we have some pretty cool stuff. So I'm pretty sure, like 100% sure that this is trapped. See what kind of trap it is. Oh, arrow trap. Took away our stamina, but we successfully blocked it all. Silver talisman. I don't remember what that does. Probably nothing useful. Transforms to blend. Oh, that's really cool. It'll turn you into like a pot or something, so you can, you know, blend in. And here we have one of my favorite weapons in the game, the great sword. And this sword's like fucking sweet. It's really heavy and requires a lot of strength to use, but it's also massive and does a lot of damage. Get a good look at it. It looks a lot like Gut Sword from Berserk. Yeah, it's sweet. On the file that I platinum this game with, I did a full strength build, and I used that weapon for a long time. Basically until I got the Fume Ultra Great Sword, or the Fume Knight Great Sword. I don't remember what it's called. It's the Ultra Great Sword you get from the Fume Knight's soul. And the Fume Knight is, in my opinion, one of the hardest bosses in any Souls game. So, I mean, if you get that sword, then, you know, it's worth the struggle. Anyway, I wanted to show the Varangian armor. This is the armor those dudes were wearing. It's alright. Light up my torch. And right here is the whole reason we wanted to come up here, is to do this. Yep, we're calling the ship to harbor. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's make our way down. There's some cool kind of secret stuff over here too, so let's equip those life gems. Equip them, not use them. I always like having the torch out here because I think there's a thing you can light right here. I know you can drop down again. Here's another jabroni waiting for ambush. We'll try to remember that he's there. I'll probably forget. The fire arrow. Oh, hey, look, more of these dickholes. See if I can get him. Ah. I still got him. Not dropping what I want. I'll probably have to farm it up off screen. It's not a big deal though. I don't know if I want to drop down here. I don't think I do. I think I want to just go down this way. Here we go. So this enemy is a really cool enemy. It's like an assassin type guy, and hopefully he'll drop an item. Nope. So these guys actually drop the armor that they're wearing, like super rare chance. They only used to appear during the boss fight of this area. You see this guy hanging off the edge. You can see a summon sign down there. Um, anyway, these only used to appear during the boss fight of the area in New Game Plus or higher. That was the only way to fight them. And it was kind of lame, honestly. Let's see. We can head down again. And we shall. Let's just drop on right here. You're not dead. Why aren't you dead? Drop your armor. Drop your armor. Oh, bummer. We are gonna go in that door. I just wanted to get my torches all set, and in case we die, you know, if we're a scrub or something, I wanna unlock the shortcut. Which is this way. This way to Das shortcut. You know, I think there's no, there isn't. Alright, shortcut, and here's another NPC. This is a pretty cool one.
Who are you? I, Gavlan. Gavlan will, Gavlan deal. Gavlan wants soul. Many, many soul.
He's really good at talking and drinking at the same time.
What you want. With Gavlan, you will, you deal.
And that's basically all Gavlan has to say.
Gavlan will, Gavlan deal. Gavlan want what? With Gav...
Alright, so we can actually sell shit to this guy, and we will. Because we don't need broken straight sword, and we don't need all this crap just cluttering our inventory. Like, we don't need 2 short bows. And basically, all of the other stuff I will eventually just dump into, like, the bottomless box or whatever. You know, just so we don't have a ton of shit just cluttering our inventory.
Many.
Oh wait, let's what do you have to buy? He's got this Ring of Giants, which increases our poise. It's actually a pretty good ring. Do I want it? I don't actually know if I want it.
You.
What do we currently have? Oh, we have the stone ring that we could probably replace it with, in all honesty. Sure. I'll get it.
Many deal.
It has kind of a cool effect. Like, cool looking effect. And it boosts our poise by... Whoop. God damn it. Menus, man. By 10. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Let's go back. Back this way. We've opened up the shortcut, so if we die like a scrub, we can always come back. This part is fairly interesting. So these pots will actually poison you if you like break them within close proximity of each other. So it's good to be a little sneaky. Fragrant branch you are. Excellent. And here we have a secret. Oh, come on. How is that not hitting? How is that not hitting? Oh, man. You failed me, Katana. You have failed me. I'm gonna have to run back here and get this at some point. Yeah, how the hell was that not hitting? I guess I should have just done the one hand. Anyway, we get another pretty good ring. Royal Soldier's ring. And this ring is basically like your Havel's ring. It increases your maximum equip load. So this is another one we're going to want to use. Mm, probably instead of just this chloranthy ring. Well, actually, we don't need it right now. So we'll just have a chloranthy ring right now. And there used to be way more pots right here, I believe. There were just like a shitload of them. Cool trick for breaking the pots without getting poisoned is to use throwing knives. There we go. Yep, we get some throwing knives and a flame butterfly. Flame butterfly is an item you can use to light your torch without needing, you know, a fire source. So it's pretty useful in certain areas of the game. Well, I mean, useful in quotes. You don't really actually ever need a torch. Well, hello there. Oh, he's freaking out. There we go. Drop the thing. Nah. Oh well. Well, I'm gonna have to come farm this area anyway. But that's no matter. There's a dude pretending to be dead right there. Human effigy and some life gems. Pretty good. Yeah, we're onto your bullshit. There's another guy. And yet another guy. This is like ambush central if you're not paying attention. And here is the final shortcut of the area. Kick this shit down. See, it takes us back to this area. I should have pointed out there's a summon sign here for Bradley of the Old Guard. We're not gonna summon him. We don't need no help. Crack one of these life gems though. Because we're going to talk to this NPC up here. Just checking around. Alright, and before we do that, I'm going to do this so I don't forget.
I see light, but it remains dim. I am Carillion, and I've no interest in the magic impaired.
Carillion. Yeah, so if you have at least 10 intelligence, he will talk to you. And after you talk to him again after that, he will move to Majula. And one of the achievements, or trophies or whatever, is to get all of the NPCs to move to Majula. And this is one of the ones that you need to, you know, get to move to Majula.
I see. I am.
Like I said, you need 10 intellect, and then you need to talk to him, and then go to the talk option and just exhaust. You know, just keep talking until he repeats the same shit. And yeah, that's how you get Carillion. Go to Majula Oblongata. Alright, remember there being some more dickholes around here. So this should be Lucatiel. Yep. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm gonna wait till he's up. Oh, I didn't get. Oh, it's because I don't have the. I don't have that ring equipped anymore. I'll summon Lucatiel. Hopefully she doesn't fall off the edge and die. That would be a bummer. Basically, if that happened, I would just, you know, reload the area. Get him, Lucatiel. And we are pretty damn close to being done with this. Area. This type of enemy should look familiar to you. We found him in the Lost Bastille. That's kind of a hint as to where this boat is going. Or ship. Whatever. There are these things that look like chests that are totally not chests. Smash all the stuff, because I can. Mostly so Lucatiel doesn't get fucking stuck on it. Alright, you ready, Lucatiel? Y'all ready? Let's use some dark pine resin. Why not? This boss isn't that hard. The Flexile Sentry. Basically like this weird, like, I don't know, Siamese conjoined twin thing. I meant to conjoin. Whoop. So, one feature of this that I didn't actually know is the water around, like in the area, the boss room, starts to raise as the fight goes on, and so you'll get like slower and slower as you go. It's a pretty easy boss, otherwise. Flexile Sentry Soul. Bye, Lucatiel. Yep, pretty easy. There we go. Didn't even have any music, which is a bummer. Music might start playing if you keep going on later. And make sure to get this chest open before you do anything else. Get a Pyromancy Flame and a Fireball. Pretty useful. Like the Dark Souls 1, the Pyromancy Flame and Fireball, and like, you know, the Pyromancies do not have any stat requirements, though they do scale now with both Faith and Intellect. Anyway, let's examine. No matter how the boat turned around. Yeah, how the hell did the boat turn around? Or did it just go backwards before? I don't think it was going backwards before. Ah, well. Pretty shitty. I mean, I guess they're cool, like trolley PvP weapons. So here's the boat. And we are now at the Lost Bastille. So, like I said before, the area, No Man's Wharf, is completely optional. You don't actually have to go there if you don't want. You know, if you're speedrunning or whatever, you probably just skip it. Kill the pursuer. Take out these jackholes. Let's head on up. The Lost Bastille is kind of a cool area because it's like self-contained. There's two entrances to it. One by that bird that flies you there, and the other by the boat. So it's basically just an island, right? And I think that's pretty cool. I mean, I like how it's just contained. I know a lot of people like how the world in Dark Souls and Bloodborne are like interwoven, and there's like a bunch of paths that loop in on each other and stuff. I think that's really cool too. But I also like these like contained little areas. You know, being a classic RPG fan, I do like dungeons and stuff. So if you activate that and send it down, you can get on top of it, like we were going to. And then, once you do this, well, you can just see. I don't think the items we get for doing this are very good. Did you get something nonetheless? Oh, a scimitar. Scimitar's cool. That's Mailbreaker. Fuck that. There we go. Scimitar. Yeah, that's cool. It's a good dex weapon. It has the, instead of the... Oh, you... Never mind. I was gonna say it has like a flip. But it doesn't seem like it does. Because it still has that thing. Huh, interesting. Anyway. Let's head on back up. There's a bonfire up here that we're going to hit. And that'll be that for the episode. Made some pretty good progress in this episode. Cleared an entire area. Without too much trouble. I mean, I got hit a lot like a scrub, but I didn't die. So that's good. Still getting back to the swing of things, but I think I've dusted off that rust. I always like checking all the things just to make sure. And here is the bonfire. Now let's keep checking out this stuff real quick just to make 100% sure. Actually, you know what? Before we end this episode, I want to see if we can trigger the Forlorn. So the Forlorn is a new invading NPC to Scholar of the First Sin, and he triggers at certain areas in the game. And he'll invade you, and every time you kill him, you can buy a piece of his armor and weapons, or weapons, from an NPC called Strayed. It doesn't look like we triggered him. This area right here is one of the triggers. Let's see if we can, whoop. That was a good shot from that sniper. Anyway, let's see if we can trigger that again. I think it's kind of random as to whether or not he appears. There are certain areas. Yeah, I think it's just random. Don't quote me on that though. Like he'll either appear or he won't. Well, first of all, let's get a kind of a nice look at the area. That's pretty cool. The ultimate goal of the area is actually this tower right here. Gonna invade me, Forlorn? Doesn't look like it. Well, perhaps in the next episode we can trigger Forlorn. Let's head back to the bonfire. We can end the episode there. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just end it right here. I mean, we don't need to go back to the bonfire. Plus, this looks kind of cool. Anyway, if you liked the video, then maybe leave a like or even subscribe. That would be awesome if you haven't already. Regardless of what you do, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Have a good one all. Bye-bye.